Hey, Jules Blessed Vegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. So, there's always something in your inbox. I mean, I literally pray to God now and say, whatever's coming in my inbox, give me the courage, right? So I worked from home today for various reasons, and then I let my kids out. Well, first of all, my first panic attack was for just fun. I partied on a short little 1-minute video, only to find out I had lipstick all over my teeth. My Invisalign, I should say. So my husband really pointed that out. And he's like, Julie, you have a rep to protect at this point. And I thought, you know what? Life is daily. May I never be so serious that I can't leave a video up that has lipstick on my teeth. But anyway, that is not the tragedy I'm about to talk about. So what happened was at 11:30, I let my horses out, which I do when I'm home, and they were happy and fine. And then around 4:30, I went out to put them away, and they were all standing there. All three of them were standing there. Lola looked really dirty. There's no doubt. And I kept thinking, wait a minute, did you have mud all over your face earlier? And how come you just look exceptionally dirty? And I thought, well, she must have been rolling. I mean, they certainly do that. So I went and brought her into her stall, and almost right away she just collapsed. And I'm like, okay, really funny, get up. The sad thing is, if anybody's been following me for a while, you might remember that my horse City had sat down and died within 36 hours. We couldn't find vets, we couldn't get help. And when a horse lies on one side with no ability to get up, unfortunately their blood pools to that one side, and they kind of bleed to death internally. I mean, it's so horrific. Their gums turn pure white. It was one of the worst experiences I've ever had in my life. So when Lola suddenly lied down, at first I thought she was just going to roll. I mean, the sand was kind of warm. She's hanging out. I'm still feeding other kids. And then I see, no, she's not rolling. She is hurting. So I start to panic because we just don't have vets in the high desert. And so I started calling around, and the only vet I have access to was in Palm Springs. No way could she get back. My farrier was down the hill. No way could he get back. And I was just telling God, I'm not going through a dead horse right now, Father. There is enough going on. Please. Well, after several phone calls, the mom of Lola, actually, the one we adopted her from, finally got a hold of this vet who was willing to come to the house. Such a blessing. Well, I prayed over Lola and literally got on my hands and knees and just told God and the Father and the Virgin Mary and everybody else that this wasn't a good thing, and to please intercede. And by the time I got back out there, she was standing up, which was amazing. And luckily this vet did come. It was a hefty price, like $300, but who cares? And we have to do some follow-up care and everything else, but God will provide. And luckily she got a really good pain shot, and she got what she needed, and I'll have to stay home tomorrow to give medication and to monitor her food and make sure she actually has a bowel movement and stuff. It turned out that it was a really bad acute case. I pray it's acute case of colic, which in horses can be detrimental. So anyway, that went from 4:30 till 9:30 tonight. So for 5 hours, I hadn't eaten because I generally don't eat. And again, I'm not recommending that to anyone. It's a Invisalign intermittent fasting plan. So it was already 9:30. I hadn't eaten. All of a sudden, my husband was saying, look, I'm just going to run and get some fast food. I don't have time for you to cook. I'm dying. Fair enough. But luckily, I had my food planned. So I absolutely ate my salad and my plan. And unfortunately, it is, I think, the same time it always is, about 10:45 at night. I'm going to push through and do what I need to with these report cards because really it's weighing on me more than it needs to. And I'm just happy to say that for right now, Lola is alive. And I will be checking on her and just hope that all the magic that this vet so lovingly performed who doesn't even know us, and at night makes the difference. But that's how my night was. But again, I stayed clean. That's all that's required of me. I had my fluids, and now I'm doing everything else I can, including making sure I don't have lipstick on my Invisalign. All right, my friends, that's it. I'm outie. Like if you like, join us if you haven't. Subscribe. Let me know in the comments below how I may support you. Please pray, if you're a prayer person, for precious Lola, and continued prayers for Vanessa. And until we talk again, best of all, know that I pray for you and know that you're blessed.